Welcome back to Precision Trader University. In today's video, once again, I want to show you how you can use the most powerful tool in the stock market, Bookmap, and how to use that tool to turn the stock market into your own personal ATM machine. Now, how do we do it? Well, it's very, very simple, guys. I've covered it countless times in other videos. It's very basic, guys. Bookmap helps you to visually see where the vast majority of the people are in the market looking to buy and sell. Okay, and when you identify those levels, you understand that the market makers want to gravitate into these monster levels of buyers and sellers and fill a bunch of orders. That's really the basics of it. Now, we're on Meta here. You may wonder, okay, how did you get on Meta today? That's great. It's all well and good that you're going over this. We played this live today in the server, took advantage of it, but you may wonder, okay, how do we go about finding it? Well, it's very easy. Pull up the scanner. Okay. Now, one thing that we do on our scan, let me flip over to my scan real quick. One thing we do on our scan, guys, is I like to set price alerts on the ATR. So if you've watched previous videos, if you haven't watched the Bookmap mini course, go watch that. If you watch that, you'll see exactly how we go about looking at our ATRs. So the reason why we played Meta, even though it was pretty well down on the list today, was because we had an alert set here for its ATR. So we know that when Meta starts getting up into this $7 ATR range, really starts pegging out. Okay, so anytime Meta gets around that $7, $8 range, we know that, hey, it's running out of a lot of steam and there's going to be some, all but guaranteed free money to be found where, these people are looking to take profit and get out of there. So now with that said, yeah, you can sit there and watch around and try to catch, the start of momentum. Like I said, if you know a stock has for example, for me, a sweet spot is 7 to 10 ATR at least. Okay, a stock has that. Well, I can teach you how to take advantage of what you need to look for to catch the momentum on those stocks. Okay, try to catch them to getting towards their 70 to 100% of their ATR. So now you might say, man, Meta is expensive, man. I ain't got $185. I'm going to go play some, micro caps and some penny stocks and all that kind of stuff because my money goes a lot further. Guys, you can't use that excuse anymore. Okay, we are partnered with Surge Trader. We are absolutely promoting their product. They are a prop firm. They will let you trade their capital. Okay, so for example, 100K account cost you, well, that's another good thing too is, they graciously, most people only, some people have a 5% discount. They've allowed me to give a 10% discount to all precision traders. So with that said, feel free to take advantage of that. The link will be in the description. Again, I'm not a big affiliate guy, okay? So trust me, Bookmap and Surge Trader is the only two products that I am 100% behind and promoting because they are awesome products, okay? So again, Surge Trader, prop firm account, for example, their $100,000 account allows you to trade 1,000 shares of any stock. So whether it's 1,000 shares of Meta or whether it's 1,000 shares of your penny stock, okay, whatever you want to trade, but at the same time, you're going to get way more bang for your buck getting 1,000 shares out of Meta or many other stocks. For example, top two stocks here at the top, ALGN, $300 stock, AVGO, $600 stock. Hey, we can trade those. We can trade 1,000 shares of either one of those stocks. And those stocks have, 10, 15, 20 ATRs. So needless to say, yeah, plenty of power in there. So there's no more excuse to, I don't want to be forced into options and I don't want the stress of that and I'm not really good. I don't want to try to have to calculate stuff. Well, that's gone. Now that we found a prop firm that allows you to trade stocks and doesn't have bogus rules for you to pass, okay? Yeah, it's a no-brainer, guys. It really is a no-brainer. So with that said, if you want to learn how to use it, take advantage of it, the broker that they use, feel free to come to the server. Like I said, got videos showing you how to use it, how to take advantage of it. And because at the end of the day, guys, I can give you high quality strategies. Excellent strategies, okay? The problem is if you don't have the capital, okay, to trade those strategies, because what's going to happen is, because you don't have a lot of capital, well, you can't take advantage of everything. And then when you get in something, you can't follow the rules as much because, oh man, I don't have as much money and I don't want to take this stock because I only got one opportunity today. Again, all that stuff's out the door now, guys. All right, Surge Trader will happy to hand you out $100,000, $500,000, $1 million, okay? So for example, that $500,000 account, you can trade 50,000 shares, okay? 50,000 shares, or 50, no wait. So a 100K account would be 1,000. A quarter would be 25, it'd be 5,000, I'm sorry, I apologize, 5,000 shares. Okay, so needless to say, and of course the $1 million account, it'd be, they allow you to trade 10,000 shares of a stock with that account. So anyway, needless to say, guys, plenty of buying power. So again, cannot use the excuse anymore. Well, I can't take advantage of his, using his strategies on the large caps or the mid cap because I just ain't got the money. I got to go down and play these little penny stocks. That's my only hope. Yeah, well, it's not an excuse anymore, gentlemen. I spent 2 years trying to find a high quality prop firm and for stocks, and I finally got it. So please take advantage of it. Anyway, so again, Meta. Now, AVGO, ALGN, both of those were very, very nice setups, top two on the scanners. If you want to know the scanner, here's the scanner. You can do anywhere from 50K to 500K. Very, very simple here. I want to focus on change from open gainers, change from open percent gainers. And if you'd like to check the market, take advantage of pre-market pumpers, which we'd love to take advantage of those. Yeah, feel free on that. So with that said, we're going to flip back over to Bookmap and see this in real time here. So, going back to Meta, remember we said when it gets up to that $7 to $8 ATR range, we know it is very, very much running out of steam. So in Meta's case, 178 is where we got down to today. So we know based on that, 185 is a $5 increment. Because again, what do I teach traders? You play from one $5 increment to the next. The market, what was that movie? I think it was Fast and the Furious, where he said, I live my life 1/4 mile at a time. Okay. Well, as a trader, I want you to take that same mentality, but you live your life one $5 increment to the next. Okay. And we now have 4. Okay. We used to have 3. We just introduced another one, 4 extremely high probability strategies to take advantage around these high liquidity $5 increments that you find in Bookmap. So with that said, 185, we know right off the bat right here, when this thing starts running and getting on here, we're like, oh, okay, if this thing gets up to 185, it's going to be a $5 increment, check. Monster liquidity up there, check. And we know that they're going to be looking to give some free money around that area. So also too, check things out in the pre-market, guys. You want to get the big picture on the stock? Looking at the dome ain't going to do that. Bookmap will give you the big picture, okay? Because remember what I said? Stocks gravitate towards monster liquidity. Look what we got here, guys. Okay, now unless SPY is falling through the floor, what you see here will take place. Okay, monster liquidity, monster liquidity, monster liquidity, monster liquidity. Way more liquidity above than there is below. What does that tell you? Your bias is absolutely to the upside. Good chance if SPY can hold up, Meta will get to 200. SPY doesn't fall through the floor, mark my words, Meta's going to get to 200. I've seen this countless times. Okay, the only thing that ever derails, this fulfilling prophecy here of all this monster liquidity in one direction is if you get some crazy, market just falls through the floor or something like that. So now again, if you got a ton of liquidity to the downside, the market starts falling. That means it's falling, it gets there even quicker. So if you're looking to catch momentum, if you're trying to catch momentum with our momentum on liquidity strategy, okay, it's very simple. You know that, hey, this thing can do $7-8. It's got monster liquidity up there at 185. So what does that tell you? You're going to try to find that $5 increment before that, or if it's a bigger ATR stock, $10 in front of that, that end target for ATR. Okay, because again, ATR helps you to see what's this stock's potential. Okay, so when this stock starts heading down the road, how many exits on the interstate is it going to take before this thing has to, get off the interstate? Okay, so In Meta's case, $6, $7, we know it's absolutely it's got to get off. It's got to get off the interstate and go get some gas. Okay. So now, if you want to catch it, if you want to try to catch it to that $6 or $7 point, monster liquidity up here at 185, because you know it wants to gravitate. Okay. The way you do that is very simple. You identify the $5 increment above or below it. Okay. 180. So what you're looking to see, you're looking for it to get to 180. Now, granted, we know when it gets there, it's likely to pull back some, which in this case it did, pulled all the way back to 179. Okay, that's fine. Now, what you're looking for it to get through, okay, pop through and start seeing some wicks. Okay, once you start seeing those wicks, all right, in this case, you get one right there. Once you start seeing wicks on top of a major liquidity like this, that's your green light that, hey, it's time to, one, put my stop just behind that $5 increment, and I'm playing to the next one. So that's simple. Now, once it gets to that $5 increment, guess what? You're absolutely taking profit if you played momentum, and you're looking to play the other direction. You're looking to catch another $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 back down to the downside, depending on the situation. So, with that said, Meta pumps. What happens here, guys? You start seeing, look at this. All the major liquidity at 185, but what do they start doing? They start dragging. Okay, it looks like a wedge. They start making a wedge of liquidity. They start dragging orders down because they're getting itchy fingers. Itchy fingers. Because they know this stock is already pushing up to the ends of its ATR, and they're just dying to get out of there. Okay, hence the reason they get up there. Close to 184, right at 184, and bam, they dump it back to 182.50. They come back up, they dump it off of it again, and then finally they start getting into this 185 where we took advantage of it. We were sitting there right at 185, ready to short Meta at the major liquidity at 185. And what does it do? Bam, goes right to it. Beautiful textbook entry. Okay, all right. Here, guys, I don't want y'all to think I'm just pulling anybody's leg here. Let me pull it up. Okay, here's the server right here, guys. In this morning, March today, 9:40. Again, there's no edit on this video. It's okay. Can't edit this screenshot here. Absolutely, here's our entry right there. Looking to get in right around close to 185. Looking to play it back to 182.70. Back to the algo below. If you don't know what algos are, come to the course. We'll teach you what those are and how to use those powerful tools as well. So that was the play. So flipping it back over to Meta. There you go. Again, and what we're looking to play it to 182.70ish. But again, hey, I get $1 to $2. I'm not going to fight it over 20, 30 extra cents. Because if you had, you'd got left there. So, because our scale outs for this strategy, the SML Bookmap strategy, is our $1 dump, taking at least quarter of a half, close to another dollar dump. Unless we got some major algos in the way, we're looking to take more there. And if you want to hold a runner to catch the $4 or $5 move, knock yourself out. Just make sure you keep your runner break even. You don't want to be given any profit, because if it pops back up here, guess what, guys? That don't mean you re-enter. Okay, this is not a re-entry when it pops back up here to this monster liquidity. We are looking for virgin test on major liquidity. A lot of people come from strategies where they're looking for head and shoulders. Oh, I'm looking for the third time, and it's and then it finally breaks. No, guys, with Bookmap, we don't need to do that. We have the ability to find, again, you just saw the play that I sent out. Okay, I wasn't waiting for no head and shoulders double top jump for that. Okay, the play was ready, sitting there ready, waiting for you. Okay, you're sitting there just waiting for this thing. Got your alert set there just in front of it. It gets close, bam, you jump in there, make your quick money. Let me see here. It took you 2, 4, 6. So what? It took you about 8 minutes for the first dollar, and then it took you another, 10, 15 minutes for the next dollar. And a lot of times it goes faster than that. Now, when it goes back up here for this second test, again, guys, that's no longer it's no longer a virgin level. It has already had liquidity filled on it. So the more times that the stock hits that level, okay, the less desirable it is. Okay. Keep that in mind. You're looking for virgin levels. You're playing virgin. You don't need the second and third tests. Okay, no thank you. Now with this, you know, you ended up dumping back, I don't know, what was it, 50 cents off that, and buyers came right back in there. All right, again, way better on this first round right here. Now, again, what were we looking for here? Anytime you're looking for a stock to continue, again, what are you going to need to see? You're going to need to see the absorption, so the line disappears. All right, now, this is our other strategy, the push through strategy. Because just because the stock blasts through major liquidity right here, it absorbs this line, that don't mean it's going to the next $5 increment, guys. We already know this thing's at the end of its ATR. Okay, so the other strategy we love to take advantage of is the push through strategy. Okay, so we love. Okay, that's also why on that play that I send right here on this play that I sent out 185 for a half position. Okay, get in that beautiful profit there, and another opportunity at 186. Now, what did it do? Goes to 186. Guess what it has to do, guys, when it blasts through this liquidity right here? This is clockwork, guys. This is computer code. This is powerful, guys. This right here is, we take advantage of this all the time, and it's free money. It's the freest money in the stock market. Really, blasting through a level, they got a major liquidity, $5 increment Bookmap, they got to come back to it. They got to. Yeah, you see them blast through, they don't come back, get within at a minimum 30 to 50 cents. They got to come back at some point that day. Okay, about the only time you're gonna see that is if you got some low float junky stock. Okay, you can get away with that, or some crazy earnings, announcement or something like that, and it's early in its ATR. Yeah, but when you have a stock that start getting in this 70, 80, 90, 100% range, you're not gonna see this thing blast through a major liquidity and not come back on it. So with that said, blast up to 186, bam, dumps back to 185. Textbook there. I mean, it's a free dollar. So anyway, so it pops back up. But again, all this popping up here, you can't trust it, because again, you're at the very upper ends of the ATR. Nobody, computers don't want to keep buying on this, and we end up coming back down to 184. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, needless to say, lots of money to be made on Meta today. Whether that was playing to, identifying the major liquidity above, making sure your stop, make sure when you got through here on 180, you started seeing these wicks, bam, stop just below, you're playing to the next, playing to the liquidity above, and then when it gets there, you are not holding profit. You are out of there, and you are ideally shorting. Okay, you short there, that's free money. Okay. Next free money is not on the retest. No, that's not. You don't do that. Don't make a habit of that. The next one is, you want to hit it again, it's 186, a $1 push through. Because when you get that $1 push through absorption one, they got to come back and test. So that was another free dollar there. So easily could have picked up, some really, really nice profit. And again, if you're a surge trader, hey, trading 1,000 shares here, you could pick up some money really, really, really quick, guys. And again, this is not like I said, you can find this stuff every single day. Okay, because that's another thing too. You can have a great strategy. The problem is, can you find plays for it? Okay, can you find plays? With our strategies, whether it's the SML, the PTS, the MLS, and then our new one SRS. I mean, yeah, there's absolutely there's numerous plays. On average, probably 5 to 15 a day that are just, right there for the taking. So anyway, with that said, guys, hope this video helped you. Again, be sure to come check out the server, because again, there we're going to teach you how to take advantage of these, because again, what I'm teaching here on Bookmap is this is just part of the puzzle, guys. The other strategies that I have in the course, the other indicators that I have, again, extremely powerful. Got the most powerful price action strategy I can all but guarantee you've never seen before. Okay, we got our algos. I mean, we got just ignition candles, computer candles. So again, it's like, you gotta, if you're serious about trading, you gotta come. You gotta come learn. So, with that said, thank you for everyone that made it to the end of the video, and enjoy the rest of your evening.